Hello, I'm Debbie Shoemaker, and this is the Washington Webcaster. Our webcasts are about you, the businesses and nonprofits of the Washington metropolitan area. Dozens of business leaders and authorities have participated in our webcasts, giving us their insights on numerous topics that we all deal with in our professional lives. Here is just a handful of clips that highlight some of those conversations.
Cloud computing is becoming very popular these days. It's lower costs up front, it's less commitment for companies. Another aspect of cloud computing is systems go live in a much shorter time frame. So before it would take several months or a year to get a system out, now it's just a few weeks.
These online comments have impact. There was a study done recently that showed 70% of consumers rely on online reviews in making purchasing decisions. After recommendations from friends, that's the most influential source of information.
One of my big pushes in life is Buy American. I believe that buying American products will help put all Americans back to work. I think it's really important that people understand the relationship between buying American products and American workers having good jobs.
Right, so here we are in our pet pantry. This food is donated by people and companies, and this not only helps the pets in our care, but there are people who can't afford to feed their pets, and they reach out to us and we provide the care for them, the food for them, so they don't have to surrender their pet.
But I don't think a company has the right to be in a community without giving back. And that's the number one thing that I do share with my colleagues.
My biggest lesson here over the last 4 years is that nothing comes easy in the nonprofit world. You know, we are stretched with limited resources. We've got to do all kinds of good work without the resources that you might have in the private sector. And the needs are extraordinary.
The only other thing I would add about going green is that more and more people are starting to think about it and look at it, and particularly those that are moving into office buildings that are green themselves. And a lot of the newer office buildings are green to some extent.
Many times it's actually working with the leadership itself to really help them make sure that they've created a compelling case for change, and it's something that they can articulate well to their employees, that employees or the organization can understand. And having that be one of the most foundational aspects of the change effort can really lead to a successful implementation.
We advise people to outsource where they can allow themselves to focus better on their business, on their core strengths, and invariably they will make more money by doing that. We have certainly the ability, for example, to do payroll. We outsource our own payroll. We recommend that to every client.
So if you had one piece of advice, what would that be for our women viewers?
You know, number one, I have to say that success is not a straight shot. People think it's like an arrow that goes straight up into the sky. Success is a lot like scrambled eggs. It's a journey that goes in and around and up and down and exits, and you get back on the ramp and you get lost in the woods. But that's what life is, and you have to accept that. You're not doing anything wrong.
If I could give any message out there, it's that marketing shouldn't be looked at as a luxury item that you don't need, that you can get by without. You have to look at marketing as an overhead item for your business. If you don't get the word out, if you don't communicate, if you don't always cultivate new potential customers, you're just not going to grow. And my belief has always been your best client is the one you haven't met yet.
Nice.